Okay, Tuesday, September 6th, just shooting a video shortly after the open here just to see what it looks like it's developing. To me, this is enough of a sign that we'll probably start the day lower. You can see here to the bottom of the range is the 5-minute chart. I really want to see if we get, when I'm at the bottom of that range, that pre-market range I discussed, I want to see if we're going to get immediate follow through. So the first bar headed up, you can just watch the subtlety here and then kind of failed and head down. Then we kind of try to hold that level. We went up again and failed going down. So the second 5-minute bar now is red with a kind of a big shooter bar below that, pre-market low. So it looks like I would take a chance here even before the 15-minute bar completes that we're going to kind of continue red and then follow through a little lower with a kind of a tight stop into this area, kind of the midpoint of what looks like the 15-minute bar developing, anticipating we're going to get a 15-minute bar that closes red and then follows through a little lower. So it's a very, aggressive way. It's not aggressive, but I mean, you're anticipating lower. So you kind of start here with this type of a trade, if this was a stock, and just kind of see, what do we got here? 3 minutes to go in this bar, and we're just kind of holding it here. As long as it holds near the bottom of these 3 bars, to me, then we should be heading lower. And I think the second bar is enough of an indication with a little time left on to show that we're going to do that. So I would, be looking short here, and you can kind of see the midpoint of these 3 bars is kind of back into that range, up in here. So it would be a tight stop if you're wrong, and then you'd watch to see if you get any failure up here and roll over again to the downside. At this point, unless you get a big green bar on the 15-minute chart, which means you took out these lows and then reversed up and then followed through higher, you can play some kind of a long trade up to that top and see if we, like I talked in the opening video, if we sustain above there or not. But I don't really see a green bar for me. If anything, it's just going to be, if we don't really continue much lower here, right on this bar, it looks like we're kind of pausing in this area, and there'll be some, then you'll play the breakout lower to the downside. So either way, I'm just kind of showing what's developing, how I think about it. I would typically get it, since I'm anticipating lower, I would get aggressive and be selling, into this bar right here, and then just kind of playing it, and then if I'm stopped out, if it really comes up strong, I would then look for a re-entry kind of short. But let's just see what happens. Just thought I'd shoot it as it's forming. Got 2 minutes to go in this 15-minute bar. And again, the key is going to be if this can close red and follow through lower, that's going to be our sign that might be, the key first move of the day towards those bigger targets down here, with this being the high of the day, maybe on the first bar. So let's just see what develops and go from there.